And we're live. Oh gosh, this one is messed up. Hang on just a minute. Yeah. The YouTube one looks great. Oh no. Okay. This needs to. Yeah, why is that there? No. Yeah. Go away. Nope. Go away. Aha! Okay. Now, who's watching?
I'm watching on Facebook.
Is it the phone one?
Yeah, it's vertical.
Okay. Does it look okay?
No, it's all messed up. Your leaderboard is scrolling across the middle of the screen. The actual iRacing replay is like only going up to like the, the top third of the screen.
Exit out of it, go back in.
No, it's still.
Yeah, okay, well, but this is the way the mobile thing works.
It looked fine like the first time you did it. What'd you change?
Because it was on landscape for the Facebook like desktop stuff.
That's
This
what
is
you
how.
wanted on. Because it looks like you're watching an actual video on your phone. Like I can turn my phone sideways and watch it.
Just me. I can leave if this is a private thing.
It's it's not really private, Robert. We're trying to do like a broadcast deal. Uh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, you're fine.
Yep.
You're not bothering anybody, but you know,
Okay.
if you don't mind us blabbing, I guess.
Nah, you're fine. All right. I'll let you guys go.
Brother, have a good night.
All right, we're gonna go all the way back here.
You're fine. All right. I'll let you guys go.
We had 7 viewers until I stopped, because more people are on their phone on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna watch things like this that way. What? The message? What message? What are you talking about? Yes. It won't. You're fine. You're fine. Go ahead. Okay. Who's leading it?
Race and broadcast.
I meant me, you, him. Doesn't matter.
Don't matter. Anybody that wants to, go ahead.
And we're off at Rockingham in the STS Racing Truck Series. Dan Adkins to the high side, just over Lucas Edwards. Jordan Martin following into third. Matthew Stern into fifth. Clean start to the race so far. And my other color commentators have been Vegas guys. They do not
Not
exist.
dead yet. We might be about to die here in a little while. Not dead yet. Anna Lucas got up to a good lead there.
Let's change the view a little bit here. Matthew Stern, like I said before, you got Zach Brandvold. I think that's how you say his fucking name. In fifth. And, some other guy. Braden, seventh. Tyler Cook, eighth. He's loose already. We're only a few laps into the run. I mean, green flag just dropped. Can't be that sideways this early. And he's already got right rear damage. So that could probably be part of his problem, right?
Yeah.
Well, damage never helps, but especially in the right rear of these trucks, right? I mean, as you can see right there, completely sideways off of 2 at Rockingham. That can't be a fun time.
He is. Logan's looking good outside.
Well, you slide, you bobble, you tap the wall, just give it a little kiss, and it's going to give the driver behind you a little bit of an opening. And Logan is going to take advantage of that opening, go to the bottom. He can't clear him. Oh, Tyler hooks Logan. We have a wreck. We got our first caution. Blaine Curry up in smoke already. Oh my gosh.
That was Bentley playing it directly to the garage. He goes.
I can't believe that just happened.
You better believe it, 'cause it did.
Yep. Keaton missing a left front fender. Not good for him.
Last week's winner at Bristol, got to take it to pit lane, see if they can put a new fender on it, I think.
Riding around with Logan, man. I tell you what. Why does this truck look so clean? This is weird.
Come on, he's lucky to not have more damage than what he does after that.
Robert Keller looks clean. Oh, Chris. Did you get involved, Chris? I don't think so. Looks
I
fairly
don't know,
clean.
He may just be going to get some fuel just to stay ahead of, try to save a little time on the pit stops later.
You know, he could have made a little contact, and just for precautionary measures, he's probably just double checking. Ha! I don't mean to chuckle. I'm sorry, Blaine, but this truck looks mangled. Oh my gosh. You know, if I do recall, the man said he was eating chicken tenders and he was trying to save it with a chicken tender in his mouth. I don't know. That seems kind of a risky move there.
Yeah, but the way Blaine's season has been going so far, he's used to that spot. He knows exactly how to find his spot on pit road and exactly where the garage is at every track.
It's sad to say because of how dominant he was the season prior to this. And then the man just can't get anything to fall his way. Never. Nonetheless, we're under caution. We're doubling up here. We're going to go green next time by. Dan and Lucas jumped out to a pretty good lead here. Cycle back up to the leaders. What are you expecting on this restart?
I'm expecting you to race very aggressively, and I think it's going to be tight as we head into one. I know Dan and Lucas and Zach are going to be all over each other trying to get to the lead. We're going to see who's sleeping and who's spinning.
I'm almost falling asleep because my color commentators don't bring the energy. But nonetheless, we're back under green flag racing conditions. Dan got a hell of a jump on Lucas, and Lucas fell back to third here on the restart. Not really sure what happened there. Maybe alluding to that sleeping thing that you were just talking about. But Jordan Martin underneath Matt Starrett here, teammates, I must add. Don't race too hard too often, but you can't take them very lightly, even though you're your teammate, because every position counts, right? I mean, you gotta race everybody the same. And nonetheless, you fall in line. Looks like Braden got around.
No need to fight too much this early in the race. Got a long way to go.
I think we are.
Maybe we're not going anywhere.
Back under caution.
Let's cycle through and see.
We need an instant replay. 63 is a bunch of damage again.
Let's see if we can't figure out if Mr. Cook is a part of this one. Oh, I saw smoke. Oh! Oh! Hang on a minute. Let's back
Jeff
this
and
up.
Ross got together.
What's gonna happen here? Old Jeffrey and Ross Campoli.
Got our resident Carson Oscar underneath Jeff. Got Colby Call.
Oh! Jeff creams the wall and decides to slide all the way down in front of Ross. Ross had nowhere to go, and the 146 ends up in the fence, and Jeff, for some reason, spun around and hit the wall again. It's almost like he wanted to give it a hug or something. My God.
Unfortunate, but I don't think there's too much damage to those trucks. They'll probably be able to... Or, I don't know. Jeff looked like he was smoking there. Maybe he might have to call a tow truck to get it back to pit lane.
Well, no, you know what? That's nothing new with the smoking. So.
Check him out.
satisfying.
This is definitely Jeff in the iRacing world as it is in the flesh in the real world. He's always smoking it up like Lucas said, but what a representation of Jeffrey Engel here on the racetrack. He's just blowing it all at us right there. I don't think we'll get a contact high from this one though.
Not this time. Who knows? He may show up next week as a NASA or SpaceX sponsor.
Ha! Sponsored by Elon Musk and Starlink satellites, because all Jeff does is orbit the world around us. He's so far up there in the sky. Jeffrey probably going to use his fast repair here, and he does.
Oh yeah. Hate to
Blaine
use them that early in the race.
still getting damage fixed. We got 3 coming down pit road. Looks like Keaton, Tyler Cook, and Ross are all going to get damage fixed as well. Everybody else, I believe, because it's so early in the race, just going to stay out, conserve a little fuel, save their sets of tires, things of that nature, which Rockingham is known for a rough surface. And I think we get 4 sets tonight, so 200 laps in total. If you were a driver, how would you try to plan that out?
Just so happens, I am a driver. My plan with this type of race is I'm going to try to maximize the amount of time I can stay on the freshest amount of tires. So, in a 200 lap race, probably going to pit about every 50 laps. You could split that up into fourths with pitting every 50 laps, or split it up into fifths, pitting every 40 laps. I believe that the benefit of pitting 5 times for every 40 laps doesn't outweigh the negative of being on pit road that many times and that often.
I got you. It makes total sense to me. But I don't know. I think I would try and go over 50 if you can stand it. If you can run with the leaders on the back end of your long run and save a little for the end, and let's say you pit with 40 to go and you got fresh tires for the last 40 laps, I think that would be the smartest move in my opinion. But that's just me. I might be biased. We're getting ready to go back racing here, folks. Double them up, Dan and Lucas on the front row again. Dan, you know, just killing Lucas on the restarts, but this time Zach's caught sleeping. Lucas tries to fall in line. He is there.
Right there, entering 1. So you're going to keep it going straight.
Jordan Braden's outside, and we've got a 3-car battle, 3 wide right here. Chris Robert's on top, Kean Fry in the middle, and Cody Call on the bottom with Matthew Ward all coming up into the picture here. We could have a 4-truck battle for position really quick.
There's 3 more trucks battling back there.
Yeah, these guys kind of separate, but look at that. Jeff and Ross right by each other after that caution. Jeff giving Ross plenty, but Robert's thinking, I don't want any part of this shit.
Yeah. Robert saw what happened when those 2 got together.
Robert is very quiet on the radio, but if something is just absolutely blatantly dumb, he's gonna speak up about it. He's very observant, you know what I mean?
He's also very consistent. He may not be the fastest in every track, he may not be up front all night, but you can bet his lap times are not gonna drop off. He's very proficient. Usually able to stay out of the restaurant. He's got one of the lowest.
Speaking
Oh,
of, good
what's going on
timing.
with Chris there.
You talked about Rex, and we're gonna have to go back and look at this because Chris is in the outside wall, and I believe this is gonna be caused from that battle that we were talking about earlier. As we go back and rewatch this,
Oh yeah,
Chris going into 3 on the high side, getting some clean air. Wardall on the bottom. Coming to the line and they touch. And then Chris he just eats shit in the outside wall, going into 1. That's not good. I can't help you.
save it. It looked like they were just trying to both go to the same place at the same time. Nobody really trying to do anything wrong there.
No, I agree. No real estate was left, though. They definitely used up every inch that they could on the racetrack. And Chris now is doing his best Jeffrey Engel impersonation and smoking up the joint. So, kudos to you, Chris, for copying your former teammate. I still think he did it better, though.
Might have. Chris is making sure he puts down plenty of oil on the track, so that way we gotta take our time getting back around.
Oh, yeah. He's... nothing against him, but we got a Canadian in here, Chris. And he is just trying to oil the track up for all of us Americans after 4th of July. We just celebrated really big. America 250. And, racing the day after, right? He's like, poo on your parade. Here's some oil on the racetrack.
Somebody said oil.
Yeah. Tyler Cook pitting for service. Ross Campoli pitting for service. Looks like Keaton's damage is finally fixed. Blaine Curry. That truck actually looks kind of straight now. Not so crinkled up as it was before. Looks like Jeffrey Engel's going to get the free pass here from the wreck that he caused earlier in the race. Kobe Call, host of our impersonator, Matthew Wardall, Kean Fry, Brian W.D., Jordan Martin, Braden Van Gizmo. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that to him.
You almost said Van Gisbergen.
Yeah, I did.
Braden Van Wingerden.
Wingerden, yeah. Well, I was thinking back to what Austin Hill, what did he call Van Gisbergen over the weekend? Van Guggenheimer or whatever the hell it was?
I don't think SVG could understand him with all those grunts.
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be something, though, to watch those two guys go at it? I mean, just blow for blow. They're both pretty large. I mean, we were at Nashville, Jordan, so we saw these guys up close. I mean, they're not small by any means.
Oh, some of them are, but there's several drivers who are a little bit larger than what they look like on TV, or what you would expect a NASCAR driver to be.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, Jordan. Austin Hill was quite the large man. I mean, he's kind of tall, but very broad, and you know, he's like
Everyone's tall.
cornbread fed. Yeah, everybody's taller than me. Anyway, back to green flag racing. Dan Adkins taking off again.
Yeah, that's a great start.
Mr. Adkins is just killing everybody on the restarts, boys.
Dodge up there just did not have horsepower.
I don't know why you're hating on the Dodge Rams. Maybe that's why you get into one every week.
That's why yours finished behind me this week.
You know what? I don't like to talk about finishes, especially when they don't go my way, because stupid mental errors. I mean, it's just, you can't have it happen. Oh my God! Whoa! What in the hell just happened back there? Hang on. Let's go back and watch this.
I don't know. I was about to talk about our little battle we were having, and they just cars going everywhere on the backstretch there.
We're going into one here. Colby Call in the 77. Matthew Wardall in the 79. Ian Fry up top. Colby
Do
sends
they
it in a little.
touch?
Yeah.
No
Wait.
touch.
Oh, apron. He caught the apron. Oh, you
Matthew
can't
just-
do that. And then, wait a minute. Is this
Chris with nowhere to go.
nowhere to go?
Chris
But,
just
I mean,
runs him over.
at the same time, I'm kind of
Yeah,
with
but-
Lucas here. He does just kind of, boop. Sorry.
Yeah, you know as well as I do, sitting in that car from Chris's perspective, that Matthew is blocked completely by 77. Chris
Yeah.
has no idea there's a wreck happening.
You're not wrong, but still, nonetheless, Chris is in another accident. Can he get through one of these and march his way towards the front? Because we know the man is fast, consistently quick, good on long runs, weird pit strategies, mind you, but he does find a way to go forward.
Chris is always a threat. You never count Chris out. If he's got 4 wheels on it, he's in contention.
Well, that's the thing. Can he keep the 4 wheels that he's got on there?
Nah, he'll probably change them a couple times this race.
Yeah, change the rubber on his shoes for sure. But did I hear a little rev out of the 33 there? I think he might be a little displeased with the 13. I'm not sure why. Didn't see much.
I'm not sure why either. I'm sure we'll find out how it's going to go on this next restart.
Are you alluding to something that the viewers might not know? Because I think you are.
No, honestly, myself, I don't know what's going to happen next.
Now, Dan Atkins has led every single lap so far. You wouldn't know it, but Lucas Edwards got the pole. And for whatever reason, he relinquished the lead lap 1 and has not been able to lead a lap ever since. And now the 55 is in front of him. What does Lucas do? What does he got to do? Lucas?
Pancake! So, Lucas, at this point in the race, what are you thinking? What's your strategy? Why are you not leading the race when you started from the lead? How's the truck feel?
Listen, crap. The now leader jumped the start, got away with it.
Oh! Pulled a Denny Hamlin, huh?
Or Denny Hamlin got away with it. And Irish officials were not looking.
The iRacing officials, admins, and everyone else alike not paying attention to the 58 jumping the start. But I will say, if he jumped it egregiously, he'd have probably got black flag from iRacing. I've been in multiple races where people jump it a little bit and they get black flag bigger than shit. So I give the benefit of the doubt to Mr. Atkins in the 58. He usually doesn't do things like that. So I think maybe a little frustration out of Lucas not being up front. He just wants to call, his own thing that he saw from his vantage point a certain way. But we're going back racing here. Better jump from Lucas on this restart. Kind of hanging with Dan a little bit.
I don't know how you feel about this, but in my opinion,
Ooh, Matthew Stern and Zach into each other
a little
there.
bit of contact there. I feel like it's easier to time to start starting behind the leader than it is next to the leader. What's your opinion on that?
Well, if you have a bit of distance as Lucas Edwards peeks to the inside of Dan Atkins going into one, they're going to touch. Lucas Edwards did not get close enough to Dan to get him out of shape there, I don't think. But it kind of brought 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and even 7th a little closer. I wouldn't say you could throw a blanket over these guys, but a fairly large comfort. But back to your question, since it's kind of calmed down a little bit here. You got some battles back there, but nothing too crazy. So we'll talk about your question for just a moment. I would say if you laid off the leader a little bit and you can listen to their RPMs start to climb, then obviously getting a good restart behind the guy is... Oh! Colby Call into
Colby
the fence
Call hard.
really hard. God dang. But judging based on the leader's pace and everything, if you can be on their bumper behind them and not run them over, then, you know, it can be beneficial. But I like going beside them because I can hear the RPMs climb and I can react much faster and smash the gas and go with the guy next to me better than I can behind them. Maybe it's just a personal thing, but that's how I feel.
It might be. I feel like when I'm starting on the outside of the front row, I'm always late. But if I can start right where I'm late, I can stay with them all the way through turn 1 and 2.
Holy crap, the 33 into the fence. Jordan Martin with nowhere to go.
He took care of him that time.
Yep.
What's going on?
Well, I just wanted to go through the field because we focused on the leaders so much, but Tyler Cook with a bit of damage still. Colby Call with quite a bit here. You got Logan in front of these two guys. I think he's just kind of taking it easy. But Wayne Curry is in a clean truck, and he's way out back. I mean, what in the hell is going on with the 16?
Well, he's also several laps down at this point, so
Probably
he's like,
hanging
you know
out,
what?
huh?
There's no point for me to be in the middle of these battles. In case they do have another wreck, I want to be able to have a clean truck, get some laps back. So
That makes sense.
hanging out, saving his tires. He's gonna have
Oh!
2 or 3 later.
As soon as you say that, Mr. Martin, Colby gets loose, and they almost touch. I really like going through this way because you get to see different angles and you get to see so much more, in my opinion, in the race than just going through the review for penalties and so on and so forth.
And you see so many more things that you had no idea happened while you were out there on the track racing. All kinds of great battles all over.
Well, and I mean, in the truck, you're focused on you and what you got going on in the moment, right? You go to review and you're like, is it this person's fault or that person's fault? And you're trying to place blame. And then you get in here and you're broadcasting and it's like, all right, this is just fun. Let's check on the action, right? Let's see what's going on throughout the entire field. I think that's what brings me the most joy whenever I'm broadcasting.
STS, there is no shortage of action at all times. Always, it's been as competitive as these road drivers is. Always so great. Always time to go back.
Absolutely. Haven't heard much from Lucas. What are your thoughts on the race so far? As Chris Roberts goes bottom side, I think he rubbed the bumper of Matthew Wardall there, getting a little out of shape, take the spot away.
But they were able to make it through the front strip side by side that time. As the 13's looking underneath the 33.
I think the 33 is going to hang on here because he drives the 13 really hard. They race each other hard. They're friends in real life. They understand each other. But coming up here in a second, fishtail all the way down the backstretch.
13 had to give his buddy a little bit of,
Yeah.
a bit of love.
What
Let him
I
know he
would
was
like
there.
to do is let's change the camera. We haven't gone through this quite yet. Matter of fact, let's just watch it from here. Watch the hands on the driver of the 33 all over the place because his buddy decided to say, hey, I'm here. You're not getting away that easy.
That 33 would have just been a pass.
Ha!
Now
Well, at Rockingham, you can't really let up, right? It goes to show that momentum is king at this place. It really is.
It definitely is. If I remember correctly, at this point in the race, I believe Braden has also hit the wall a couple times. He may have a little bit of wheel damage here. And Chris didn't hit. I think he got new tires on that last pit stop. So
I do believe Mr. Robert's got fresh rubber.
he got some fresh Jordans on that thing.
Yes, sir. You know what? The hell with it. Let's ride along with the driver of the 13 years he goes underneath the Brady. You complete the pass? Yep, you sure did. I thought he would have battled you a little bit there. Oh well. Wishful thinking.
I don't think he could hold it on the outside even with his wheel damage he was fighting there.
Oh, what a good look at the Crown Royal Apple of Matthew Stern here. Beautiful paint.
Got 3 teammates all lined up right there. Matthew Stern, Jordan Martin, Chris Robert.
Yeah,
with,
that's only
their-
because we traded.
Their 4th teammate up there at the front of this thing, Dan Atkins. So, at this point in the race, it's a pretty good night for regulators. Chris Go there on that fresh wheel. No sense in holding him up.
Yep. Regulators, but you won't mount up. Not like Warren Z and make dog. But you're holding your own, so I won't talk too much shit.
Yeah, what's going on in 33 there? Cropping.
You know, I think at this point in the race, the tires start to wear off. You got the 33 truck hasn't been in for tires at all. The one has been in the fence. I think the 33 got in the fence as well. And the 14, the 01, the 79, and the 146, they've all kept it fairly clean, but Keaton and Ross, the 01 and the 146, maybe even the 79, all actually gone to pit road, gotten tires, fixed damage, things of that nature. So they're naturally, on this long run, going to be fast.
Oh, Keaton sends in number 2. Keaton and Keaton, that's hard to say. Say that 3 times fast.
Keaton Kean, Keaton Kean, Keaton Kean. Gotcha. But, man, he threw that thing in there like he was rolling dice in a back alley. And just, give me snake eyes. Come on now.
But, also, you gotta appreciate the skill of last week's winner. Be able to, as
What?
about skill, there goes.
Skill, last week's winner. Let's rewind this, because I do believe I know who's involved. If I'm
I
not
definitely
mistaken.
know who's
Oh,
involved in that
Speaking
one.
of skill, we remember who doesn't have any.
Lack of skill, more like it, right?
From
Going
time to
into
time.
the corner, teammates, mind you, all that talk about regulators here, side to side, going down the back stretch. Let me side draft you. Yeah, I caught a little sniff. Oh no, look, you're around and I got the spot. Oh damn, so sorry. Oh man, hang on. I love watching my best friends fail because they laugh at me too much, too hard, too often. I'm gonna laugh a little bit longer. Let's go.
There was
Sniff,
no
sniff,
in-
crash, and a second
No.
tap.
There was no intense side draft there. Just trying to close the gap a little bit to get a better entry for the corner.
Man,
It's-
saying
it's
that
a little
there's no
misjudgment.
intent to side draft is like saying you tried to clench your cheeks in the grocery store when you rip a big fat one. I didn't mean for that to be loud. Bullshit, you knew it was. Your stomach was grumbling. You knew the truck was going up the track. You know you're gonna make contact, and you did it anyway. Granted, it's a racing deal, and it did just kind of happen. But, you know, that's the way I look at it. Again, that's my opinion. I'm not the judge, the jury, and all the things in between, but that's just how I feel. Pretty good analogy, too, in my
It's a
My
good thing you're biased asses to judge and jury.
You're damn right. Your ass would be suspended every fucking week. DQ more like it.
Now,
Oh.
Because that's the only way you can finish ahead of me, ain't it?
That is not true. Average running position tells a bigger story than you think. Alright, going down pit road, Dan Atkins, Zachary Brandevold, Lucas Edwards. Looks like everybody that's up front is going to decide to come down pit road and get service. Fuel, tires, the whole nine. Keaton Cox with a jump on the leaders. I think he took two. Or maybe he took none because he couldn't afford to.
Gas and go.
Little
Going
gas
old
and go.
Lightning McQueen strategy out.
But he could chow their ass right to the fucking lead there, buddy.
He needs tires. You need tires, you idiot.
Pit stop?
So,
Nah, no pit stop.
while we've got a little bit of a break here, want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. This is our first attempt at a broadcast here for STS Racing. So if it's not as good as what you're expecting, or if there's some hiccups, learning, it's our first time.
First time.
It's gonna get better.
Also, I mean, in my opinion, you try this at home, man. It's not as easy as it seems, I promise you. Camera work, the whole nine. It's a pleasure to do this with my friends, but my gosh, to put on any kind of show, to bring any kind of excitement to what we're watching, and putting the whole thing together, it's like a recipe. You gotta have the right amounts of a little bit of everything to make it good, and that's what we're trying. So if you don't like it, that's okay, keeps rolling. But anybody that's sticking around, we appreciate the hell out of you. Thanks for joining us. Gonna go green flag racing here with Chris Roberts, and Jeffrey Engel has smoked himself so high into the clouds, he spins his tires on the restart. My God, what a mistake.
Smoking tires. What is he smoking? Next thing you know, he's gonna be smoking some brisket out there on the back deck.
Firing up the Traeger like old Anthony Stern does for his chili burgers. Jeffrey Engel dropping like a hot rock through the field. He cannot catch a break. Gets the 79 is gonna go around. Oh no.
But that
Oh,
great Fox
big
camera
wreck,
work. We saw
big
that
wreck.
happen in real time, guys.
oh my gosh. Matthew Stern, just talking about him firing up the smoker and getting the chili burgers going. Braden Van, what's his name, getting involved too. Oh my gosh, let's rewind this just a little bit, guys.
Yeah, we're
Let's
gonna
go
need a
back
replay
for a
on that.
replay. We we have no shortage of action, just like George said before. From the cockpit view. Oh, the 79, 57. Oh, everybody in the back. What a hard lick. Oh my God.
Matthew was almost clear of this. He thought he had it. Thought they
Yeah,
were just gonna spin to the bottom, and
I'll
then...
be honest, if we play this in slow-mo, you see the 40 get loose, the 63 is giving him room, 79 and 57 get together, 57's gonna stay down there, but no! Matthew Wardall gets into the 57, sending him up the racetrack, getting into the one of Braden Van, what's his fucking name, getting into Matthew Stern, into the outside fence, and that's the story.
Did you see Braden's banner? I think it said V Wingy. I
No
think I'm
way.
gonna start calling him that from now on.
We're gonna look at this, boys and girls. Is this actually what it said? V Wingy! Look at it!
V
Look at that right
Wingy.
there! V Wingy. You know what? He's not Braden Van,
we could
what's his
also-
name? He's V Wingy now.
We
He'll
could
never
also
live
go
that
off
down.
of what we could also go off of what the story he told us last night was about his truck sponsor and call him Braden Man 4 years.
He could also be 4 years. For those that superhuman hearing that he's got did not help him avoid that right there, though.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But
Most
he
of
heard
the-
every crunch, every hit, every crash.
every crinkle in the sheet metal and then some, I tell you. Lucas Edwards, what's going on here? Looking at the rear of your vehicle, you're up front, sir. And you have a little damage on the left rear. What's going on?
Yeah, the last restart with the pile up from Jeff, somebody got into the back of me and just
Yeah.
it stayed like this for the rest of the race.
Oh,
Did
you
not feel
had
great.
rear end damage the rest of the race. My God, what a handful to be in the truck at Rockingham. Going into one, I could only imagine that thing's on ice.
Oh, we'll see.
He had to be pumping that brake bias up to the front to try to get that thing under control, entering the corners.
I
Well,
guarantee you, being his teammate, he had the brakes all the way to the front. He likes them nose heavy, you know. He wants the bazookas up front, not necessarily the junk in the trunk, if you know what I mean.
Well, if you are here and you're having a good time with us, and this looks like something you want to be a part of, we are going to North Wilkesboro next week for race number 6. That is our deadline for all new drivers to join. So if you're interested, leave a comment on this video. Check us out on Facebook, STS Racing. Send us a DM, leave a comment somewhere there, and we will do all we can to get you on the track with us next week. We are a free-to-race league, obviously, because you can't buy talent like this. We race on Mondays. We practice at 6:30 Eastern, and racing starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, words are hard.
Excuse me, folks, for my absence. Words are hard, Mr. Martin. You are correct. Let's cycle forward here. And the camera. For a restart with Zachary Granville on front right here.
Let's get a camera change.
Oh, you want a camera change?
Let's get the whole field.
Well, I wasn't quick enough on the keyboard there, Lucas. I apologize.
That's a good start. And then you got Heaton and Chris there, holding down second and third. They're on a little bit older tires. So we're gonna see if
Whoa.
33 and the 13 can get by one. 33 is on the apron a little bit there. Got a little tight with
Causing problems for everybody.
Good Lord.
33 still trying to gather it up.
The 1 and the 13 get into each other here. What in the hell is going on? There is chaos all over the racetrack right now.
We're all still holding it straight. Gain in the wall, let it ride. That's allowed the 55 to get out to a pretty decent lead there.
I'm panning through cameras, boys. Give me a minute. Here we go.
63, trying to run out 13 respectively. Get a chance to run down that 55.
That thing that you said earlier, you said, say Keaton and Keaton 3 times fast. I'll be damned if this isn't the 3rd time that we've seen these guys racing door to door, going into 3, racing around the track. Oh, Keaton had to give it up. Never mind.
Oh, when you got Dan and Lucas in your those guys have been running up the front all night. Especially on those old tires that keep going. He just trying to get this guy.
I bet he's clenching his knuckles, making that starfish wink as he gets loose into the corner there. Oh, Braden hit loose.
Sucked around a little bit by the
my hero, V-Wingy. He saved it. There it is on his banner. That's
Just
amazing.
winging it.
He's just winging it, that's all. We're gonna have to All right.
Calling him now, even in person, just V-Wing.
Holy crap. We're gonna cycle through the field here and give everybody their flowers as we're riding through, because I believe this is a longer green flag stint. You got Zachary Brandebold up front. He's led a good portion of this race. He's always consistent every week, week to week, always up front. And right now, we talked about it earlier, the lead is everything, but having this clean air at Rockingham and nothing in front, you get to really just race your own race and be calm and just hit your marks lap after lap and conserve tire and not have to worry about racing anybody around you, so on and so forth. But what are your guys' take on being up front and leading this race at Rockingham?
Being a lead in a position on the track, but that also means you got 20-something other guys trying to chase you down, and they all want to be ahead of you. It's nice to have that clean track. It's nice to have the clear track behind you when you are the leader, so you can set your own pace. But you know, you are enemy number one to everybody else on the track.
Oh, absolutely. You got a fat-ass target on your back when you're out front, especially this
Maybe
far.
maybe not everybody. Some people, other people, just the leader.
Yeah, but you know, when you're the leader, if there's someone in front of you, you're going to have to race them hard. And if there's someone behind you, you're going to have to race them hard. Lap cars will always give second and third pass. The leader has to work for it every time.
Right. I agree. I think once the leader gets by, which they talked about at Chicagoland during the broadcast on Sunday, then second, third, fourth don't really have to fight as hard. So being in the lead, you know, has its advantages. When you're coming up on lap traffic, disadvantages. But when it comes to pros and cons, so many pros more than cons. Like I said, we're going to go through the field here a little bit. So Zachary getting his flowers, leading the race. He's doing a damn fine job up there. But in second place, which ironically seems to be my fucking kryptonite here. The green on the truck, black on the rest of it. He's like the black cloud that hangs over my head, but he's my best friend, so I can't really say anything bad about the guy. But, son of a bitch, he's in second. Where the hell did this come from?
It's no surprise. It takes time to get there.
Well, I only bring it up because we do run practice races, people, and sometimes in these practice races, you kind of lay a foundation for how you're going to race the actual race coming up, and then you also paint a bit of a picture to your opponents. And whether it's pretty or ugly, you're still painting a picture, one way or another. And I'll be honest, brother, that picture was not so pretty during the practice race.
Was I sandbagging? Or do I just show up when it really You may never know, sir.
You could have been doing both. Time will tell, but giving you the flowers here as we're going through the field. Second place, Jordan Martin in the 13 for the regulators. Doing a nice job here. This man has had such an up and down race. I chuckle a little bit because it looks like his truck is completely clean, and as soon as I pan over to his truck to give him a little bit of a mention, the sumbitch hits the wall. I mean, it's like he's just trying to re-damage his truck so he can struggle for the rest of the race. I don't understand that.
He's trying to get that good wheel damage that kind of makes you turn.
Make him turn better, huh? Well,
Yeah.
Tyler Cook letting him cook. He's sitting in third spot now. But I have to go back here to the 33, the 58, and the 87. The 58 and the 87 have raced each other hard all race. And he's cutting my nose off. He's making me tight. I hear it over the radio. Dan blocking down the backstretch here, but we all make it through. It's hard racing, in my opinion. Taking the nose away from the 58. The 87 feels like the 58 did it to him, and we're all just kind of playing cat and mouse here, searching for the air. What are we going to do every corner coming up, and even splitting them into literal 1, 2, 3, and 4, because where you enter is not always where you wind up in Rockingham. You can diamond these corners, you can go low and drift up high. You can do it in reverse. I mean, you can be all over the place, but taking the air away from the truck behind you is detrimental to their runs, and it is very smart as far as gamesmanship goes in iRacing.
Oh, it definitely affects different cars, tracks more. I don't know that I felt it so much at Rockingham, but some people, they can tell a difference everywhere. Others, it doesn't play such a big factor.
Yep.
Depends on, a lot of it depends on how you like to drive the corner too. I know the 58 and the 87, they are no strangers to racing with each other. Most of the time up there towards the front. They know that if they're going to win the race, they have to keep the other one behind. They're always.
And as a driver, you're always searching for that competitive edge, right? And I think that these guys being up front around each other so often, I think they know where to push each other in the right spot, and then also where to push the wrong button to get them a little upset, maybe in their head just a tiny bit, so they can force a mental mistake or, get them a little out of shape or whatever you want to do to be able to take advantage of the situation and gain a spot. But you got Ryan WD catching Tyler Cook. He's in 4th. Dan Atkins in 5th. Lucas Edwards in 6th. We're going to continue going through the field here. Ross here is in 7th. He was in an earlier incident. He's just ahead of Ian Fry. But Ross putting together a nice race.
He's always consistent. He's definitely able to keep his truck clean and in the same position for most of the race. But he definitely knows how to get it done, knows how to get those spots late towards the end to maybe finish a couple spots better than where he runs.
He's got a good vantage point here of the battle going on in front of him. Let's ride along with Mr. Well, I say that, and he freaking hits the wall. It's like the announcer's jinx doesn't go away even though it's based on a replay. It just never ceases to amaze me. The announcer's jinx. It's real. It's not a myth. It is fact.
The good old commentator's curse. Even in the past, it can still get to you. I almost said afterlife there, but we're not dead yet.
No, we're not. But if Ross keeps hitting the wall, he's gonna die on the track, and we may be seeing the afterlife of the 146. To be determined, and some people may be surprised. Hint, hint, cough, cough. Stick around for the end of this thing. It gets interesting. But nice little drive here by Ross in 7th. We're gonna go back one more. Ian Fry. I don't think people talk about Mr. Fry enough. God damn it. The kid was my teammate last season, and he was a little timid, albeit I think he doesn't want to make anybody upset, okay? Which is a good temperament to have and a good characteristic to have as we see Ross getting offensive. Keep it together, Ross. What are you doing? Ian has kind of turned the page. He's speaking with his chest a little bit more. He's calling people out. And he's also talking on the racetrack. He is consistently in the top 10. I think he has just as many top 5s as Lucas and Dan, if I'm not mistaken, up to this race. He's been very consistently up there with everybody else that's fast every week. I mean, Ian Fry's put together one hell of a season and starting way better off than he did last season.
Kean is one of only 3 trucks this season perfect top 10 streak. Those other two being Zachary Bramble, Dan Atkins, two of our top contenders here at STS Racers. Definitely doing a good job picking match stats with those two.
If you're going lap for lap, Jordan, with those two guys, I mean, I applaud you. I mean, honestly, you can't do any worse. That is the cream of the crop. They rise to the top. You know what I mean?
Every season that King's been with us, he's always had speed. He just maybe didn't have the racecraft or the confidence or the luck to get those kind of finishes every week. Definitely turn the page.
Definitely turning the page, but who's not turning the page? V-Wing. Getting into the fence again on the backstretch. I mean,
almost like he's got a magnet at right front.
He's got a.
He gets close.
Yeah, he's got a magnet up there. He's dipping his V-wingies in the backstretch sauce there. I don't know what sauce it is, but it's white. It could be ranch, could be blue cheese. It just depends on the person that you are. But he is touching it way too often. You need to quit dunking yourself into that white sauce, buddy. You got to chill out.
And Braden's also one of those guys. He's a contender too. If he can stay off that wall, he definitely has what it takes to get up there.
Well, and it's funny that you bring up the wall because it's not just Rockingham, right? I mean, the guy's fast, but are you just on the edge so much that you continuously push over just a hair to get that extra little bit, and it just winds up being a mistake and costs you a good finish? I mean, I know I can say the same about myself, but in my opinion, that might be what he's doing week to week, you know?
Could be that Kyle Larson syndrome. He's got the speed to do it, but every now and then he'll just step on it.
Yep. They call him Young Money on the radio waves, but on the podcast channels, they call him Hung Money for a reason. Because the man likes to step on it just about every week. I mean, we saw it at Chicagoland. We're going to see it in the future. As we have Lucas Edwards on the soundboard there. Where in the hell did the 16 come
He's not only lap busy, just passing cars fast.
No. Fake news, guys. Not for position. But Blaine is, excuse me, he is in the race. He's trying to...
Still not for position, but
not for position, but, you know, he, trying to make some ground up after that wreck. I don't think he's been on track this whole time. He's somewhere around like 18 laps down, something like that.
He's about 13 laps now, actually. So he just come back out. He's on fresh tires. He's got a big advantage tire-wise on the rest of the field. It's going to be a very tall task to try to get back.
I think damn near impossible. But again, let's continue going through the field here. Robert Keller, we touched on him a little bit earlier, but quiet guy, really reserved, consistently quick on the long run. Maybe it's because of the gray hair on his head. I'm not sure. I'm familiar with the fact that Robert is one of the older drivers that we have in our field. Not saying that's a bad thing, because one of my best friends growing up in high school, his dad always said, "Son, this shit ain't gray, it's platinum, because it's better than gray." And I've learned my lessons. I could put this shit on the wall. You know, things like that. So maybe Robert thinks the same way. He's just biding his time. You know, the whole idea of you know, the running down the hill, and I walked down it, and I got more energy. You know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
But
moving a little bit slower.
exactly.
Tired of that. So in the long run, what he loses on lap 10, he makes up for on lap 50.
Exactly.
Definitely makes a lot of sense. And way Robert runs, because he was the bottom, which is a good thing, of the amount of incidents per start this season, averaging about 7 points. So
Very
definitely
clean.
able to stay out of this for the most part.
Keaton Cox making a green flag pit stop. I see that. I think he will be the first one to peel off into pit road here. No tires after the last caution, and going on the restart and lasting this long. I'm surprised he has, to be honest. But we're gonna let the green flag pit stops start. They're going through their cycle. We've got Logan in front of us here. Logan, a new driver this season, has shown flashes of greatness and consistent flashes of greatness. But to be honest, it's like the finish, it hasn't come together quite yet. But the driver of the number 40 body armor machine, he'll get there one day. And I think it's someday soon.
Yeah, he has the ability. Kind of reminds me of Kean the past couple seasons. He's got the speed, he's got the ability, he's got to put together the races. He's got to get to the finish, avoid some more of those wrecks. A lot of times it's not of his doing, it just happens to be around that spot. So definitely could see him.
Kind of getting over the hump, right? You know?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just one thing after another. But eventually, you do rise to the occasion. You crest over that hill, and then at the top, you might stop and put your arms up like Rocky. You never know. Cycling through the field, Blaine Curry to pit road. We got Lucas and Chris. You know, I don't think we've talked about Chris very much. We did a little bit earlier, but Chris is an all-around nice guy. First of all, he's got strong opinions, but very unbiased and level opinions. And then
Just
racecraft.
like a
My God, his racecraft. I mean,
he's got it. He definitely does. He always, his strategy is always just a little bit different than the rest of the field. He makes it work.
I mean, if you go back to last season, he led every single lap, flag to flag, at Dover. How many freaking guys can you go to in the iRacing community and go, hey, have you ever led lap to lap at Dover in the Gen 6 car? I mean, no, it just
And-
doesn't happen.
And not being a short 20 and 30 lap race. That was over 100 laps that he led.
You're damn right it was. And he did it with patience, perseverance. He had several cautions that race. Speaking of, Tyler Cook just ate shit into the wall. My God. That truck has to be broken now.
I think him and Braden might have shared setup info this week. They were both into the wall a lot at Rockingham.
I believe Jeffrey Engel, since we haven't talked about him very much, is sitting on pit road getting damage fixed, if I'm not mistaken.
He's doing that as Braden comes out after getting all fresh tires.
Braden has pit. I believe you and I have also pit. Well,
Yeah.
no, wait. We have not yet.
No, I'm pit. I'm
We-
in the lead at this point in time. Or no, not in the lead. I am tracking down those that haven't.
I
been
was
yet.
gonna say, you're not you're giving yourself the trophy already, but you ain't earned it yet. Truth be told, I'm gonna have to pull up our because, god dang it, my eyes on the okay.
Act like you're old or something.
You know what? I might be old. You were riding around in 8th place right
Hey.
now. 8th place, 1 lap down. Okay. So,
Oh yeah, I'm praying that we don't have a caution right now.
yep.
Well, unfortunately for you, from the races in the past,
Here we
we
go.
should be having a
Jeffrey
caution
Engel.
within the next 30 to 40 laps.
Jeffrey Engel back out on the racing surface, and as soon as he rejoins, he touches the wall. I mean, is there is there anything else that Jeff could do? And again, second time. It's just Jeff, man. God love him, really. You just,
He just pink wall a different color all the way around.
you know, he's got the Intimidator colors on his truck, but the only thing I think he's intimidating is the safer barrier. The safer barrier's got to be scared shitless of Jeffrey Engel going around this track. He has touched it more times than I could high five myself in a minute. I mean, my gosh.
You get a Darlington stripe
At Rockingham. Yeah. That's a very good point. Oh, man. Matthew Wardall going underneath Ross here. Ross in 3rd place. He's now going to pit. Okay, so he stayed out on the long run here. And he was hoping, I mean, let's be honest. If you do that, you're hoping your pace is good on the back end of the long run, right? And then you got fresher tires coming up after this than everybody else does. So the gap that you're going to have to close gets tighter and tighter, quicker and quicker, because your lap times are that much faster than the leaders. Oh, speaking of pitting, let's watch this in real time, because the 33 is pitting, and guess what? Serving a penalty right now for speeding. Ruined his race.
No.
The 33 got caught speeding. 42nd hole in the pit lane. Average running position of like around 5. Nonetheless, mental mistakes like we talked about earlier ruins another guy's race. Just things happen in life, happen in iRacing. Bad luck, unfortunate circumstances, and that black cloud just follows that guy everywhere. I tell you.
I think about this every week. The hardest person to beat on every race is yourself. If you can keep yourself from making mistakes, you ought to be able to finish the race in a decent time. You'll take yourself out more times than anybody else will.
I agree. Lucas, how do you feel about that statement?
Well, it sounds pretty true to me.
Sounds pretty
You have
accurate.
more of an opportunity to put yourself in the wall than other people.
As Jordan plays the crickets when I ask Lucas his opinion. Way to go, buddy. Hell yeah.
Well, you know.
He's not slow on the track. He's slow on the engine.
Yeah. Maybe he's just slow in certain ways. I don't know. Anyway, cowboy hats and guitars aside, Lucas Edwards is running up front right now in the second position, just ahead of Zach Brandenbold. But Mr. Adkins in 4th place here. This is after green flag pit stops had cycled through, and we're thinking this thing could go green. Yeah, I mean, it really could go green. We've got the, and don't quote me on this, this is not my opinion, but we've gotten the shitters out of here, the ones that wreck. Because usually at this point in the race, everybody's thinking the same thing. But we got those guys out. They're not wrecking anymore, so we're going to have a green flag run.
And at this point in the race, different strategies that are fighting for that top spot.
Exactly.
You got Jordan Martin and Lucas Edwards hitting around lap 100, and then you got Dan Atkins and Zach Brandenbold two laps later than that. So, and both of those pit strategies are about to converge here just before the next set of green flag starts.
Absolutely.
If this goes green all the rest of the way, there's no telling who.
Yeah, you really don't know. I mean, if this does go green, it's almost like a coin flip. You know what I mean? As a race car for some reason thinks I race it. It's a coin flip. You just don't know what's going to happen. Tyler Cook back out onto the racetrack after sustaining damage several different times. He's riding around in 15, 4 laps down, but he's still on the racetrack, and we do have a championship format where it rewards people that have laps ran on a consistent basis. So if you're out there turning laps, you can gain a spot potentially by running these laps, even if you're 4 laps down. Just like NASCAR implemented the chase this season, we have 2. So Tyler taking advantage of that opportunity will help him in the long run, I believe.
Oh yeah, even if you're a couple laps down, you never know what can happen. There can be wrecks. You have opportunity to get your laps back, or other drivers can wreck out of the race, and you get the opportunity to pass them and get ahead of them. Get you just a couple more points.
Oh, Matt! Oh,
that looks like that might give some real damage. Especially,
you know, if I recall, you're right.
Coming to pit road.
You're right behind him. I don't think the guy gets it fixed, because I remember going around him on the outside at some point. It was still broken. The damn thing was broken. I mean, he had to have used his fast repair earlier, being in the incidents that he was, right? So,
and maybe he thought, I'll put some fresh tires on this thing. I'll be able to just wheel it around, try not to lose so many laps. He may have 30 seconds of damage to fix. He may have 30 seconds of damage to fix.
And to your point earlier, could be the good kind of wheel damage. He was never freaking know, to be honest. So maybe he could handle the truck. I don't know. But
maybe getting a good kind of wheel damage is very rare.
It's very
Only
rare.
had it happen once or twice.
It's very rare, you're right. As you let Logan go to the inside here. So kind of.
We're on different strategies at this point. No point in me trying to hold it on. And right now, I'm focusing on keeping whatever gap I can with Zach. He's got a little fresher tires than me, so the best way for me to do that is to try to just make lap time, not try to race lap cars and keep them behind me.
As you say, lap cars keep them behind.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, well, that would be me. I'm going around. Good. You know what? Why don't you just be quiet the whole time and play the soundboard? Let's just do that. Because you're very good at that. My God.
And that's why I let you have the inside there. It's the quickest way to get you past me. It's going to cause me to lose the least amount of time in that corner. Oh wow, there's a group of cars right there.
I tell you what, I panned to the next one. I wasn't expecting to see 5 or 6 cars grouped together here with Lucas right in the middle of this rat's nest of just bullshit going on. You got so many different driving styles. So many different things going on. Kean, Robert, Matthew, Ross, Lucas, and Jeff. Holy shit! From the beginning truck to the back, and then you got 2 more coming into the picture. I mean, these guys are like black and white, total polar opposites all the way through this lineup here, figuring out how to race around each other.
And I'm watching in my mirror. I see this huge group of cars coming. I'm hoping and praying I can let them go without getting ran over.
Well, thank God you already let me by. Now you know being run over probabilities shrunk a little bit.
Yeah, every time I see that
Man.
33, I gotta make this point.
You know what? Respectfully, nah, I can't. I'm not even gonna say. But you know, I might race you hard and kind of like a jackass sometimes. But I give you. Mr. Ross. Hello. What's going on here, sir?
Looks like he's around those 3 and trying to hold them back, trying to keep marching forward there.
Ross is in the 6th. He's technically a lap down, but you're still leading the race, and guess what? Fuck you, I'm getting my lap back the hard way.
That's alright. They got 20 flat pressure tires to me, probably. Best thing I can do is just
Well-
let them go, not get myself killed.
Right.
As, 79 gets a little bit loose and tight there and almost comes up in my door.
All of this lap traffic going around you has opened the door for Zachary Granville here, who has taken the inside lane underneath you, following Kean Fry. Is Kean going to be able to make the pass? Are you trying to jam him up? I mean, what's going through your mind here?
Not necessarily trying to slow Kean down, just trying to, if I can stay next to him, Zach won't have anywhere to go. It's tire deficit I'm on at that point in time. It's going to be a big challenge.
In my opinion, you race Kean so hard, you lose like a lap and a half of tire life there. I mean, here nor there. You're at a tire deficit anyway. But Zach goes around. Now what do? Do you hold on?
At this point, I have a number in my head of when I want to hit the road, and I'm just trying to keep the gap as close as I can until I get to that number.
Okay. Lucas Edwards running in 3rd. At this point in the race, sir, Mr. Soundboard guy, you're ahead of Dan. You've been behind Dan Atkins the whole entire race. You're finally ahead of this guy. You've got a strategy in your mind. What are you thinking in this moment?
Just no caution. That's what I was thinking. I'm on the same strategy as Jordan. And just thinking no caution.
Well, being on the same strategy as Jordan, though, do you think that you did it a little bit better? Because you didn't pit on the same lap. You pit a little different than he did. It's very close, but 1 lap difference makes a big difference at Rockingham. And
I think we
you and
need
I
to switch
both know
back to
that.
Jordan here. Something interesting happened here.
Definitely. You got something up that you don't want to miss.
Go back to the outside. Go back to the normal.
we go. Oh! Oh no! Oh! Oh! Blaine Curry steps on his own cockadoodle-doo into the fence. How do you do? My God! I think his race is over.
At this point in the race, I'm not sure if I wanted that caution or if I didn't.
You know, if you didn't, Blaine threw caution to the wind here and hit the damn apron and said, "I got you, brother."
I was letting him go. I was like, we didn't have to drive it in there.
Whoa, guys, whoa. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh!
Yeah, you slowed it down
my-
and it killed my timing. Dang it.
Just a slight overcorrection. And
A slight overcorrection. My gosh. Hang on. You know what? Let's do this.
he slightly overcorrected, and then the truck full sent into the outside wall.
You know what? Let's do this. Let's give old Blaine a chance. What's he doing? Oh! Wow! Why
Maybe
would
not
you?
so-
Why
not
would
so
you?
slight.
Why would you correct so hard to the right here? I mean, straight 90 degrees right into the Black's tire sign on the outside retaining wall. My God. Yeah.
Oh, brother,
This guy stinks! Yeah. Wow. That was something else, boys and girls, and Blaine is out of the car. Blaine has quit the race. He is done. His
Blaine
chicken
has
fingers...
left the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Chicken fingers have done greased up his fingers so much, he can't figure out how to hold on to the wheel straight. That is a problem, and we don't need to be riding along with this guy. He's multiple laps down.
Oh, wait. More.
We'll get the camp. What? What do you
Huh?
mean? There's more.
There's more racing to go.
There's more racing to go? Hell yeah, there's more racing to go.
Yeah, about 50 laps more.
We are not done yet, folks. We got
We didn't
yellow flag pit stops going on.
flag pit stops. You got the top 4 coming down all in a line.
And it looks like the 14, the 4, the 33, the 79, and the 40 are going to stay out here to try and get the wave around to get some laps back. But how do these pit stops under caution turn out?
It's like clean entry for everybody.
I am going to step away for a moment. You go ahead and take the reins.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe there's at least one lead lap car that stayed out. So these 4, instead of coming out 1, 2, 3, 4, they're coming out 2, 3, 4, 5. So will that one car who stayed out on them older tires?
Excellent. It'll sure be interesting on this restart, having one person out on old tires.
Yeah, we've seen it before earlier in the race when Jeff was on the front row on the outside on old tires. He spun them, and there was quite a bit of a stack up there. So you never know what can happen on these restarts.
Quite a big stack up indeed, but I'll be honest, he came over the radio and he goes, "Yeah, I spun him there, buddy. I'm sorry." I didn't expect old tires to really kind of have that kind of effect on a restart and spin the tires, so to say. But if memory serves me correct, there's a very good possibility that we see this happen once again.
You got Logan McNeil starting out in front for one of the first times of his young career with us. He's always a pretty good racer, but doesn't get to the front too often. So we'll see what he can do here with the 13 trying to Give him a little help.
And green flag drops and we're racing. No, we're not. No, we're not. Oh my God. What? What?
We were racing, and the
Eh,
87
time
makes
out.
it through unscathed.
Wait a minute. How did that happen? Hang on a moment. We got to go back. Somebody broke their leg, as I heard on the sound bar. Did the foot slip off of the gas pedal and then hit the clutch and then back to the... I don't... Like, what is going on? That's a really far stretch to go from right to left. You got 3 pedals. Hit the right one, Logan. Hit the right one. And he didn't. And then he did too hard. And Jordan, oh no, right reared him because he got loose. Because he spun his own shit and then got into Zach, which chain reactioned into Dan and everybody else. Where'd the 33 come from? My God.
Oh, dipshit sliding.
It's just a dipshit, you know what I mean? This is just calamity at Rockingham. And I don't know. Let's go camera views. You know what? Why not? Let's choose me. Let's ride along with me. Who, me? Watch this happen. We're going to slow-mo it from here. As it unfolds, Logan is already loose. He's going to get hit by Jordan here, which sends him up into Zach. Dan tries to avoid, hits Logan again. Jordan and Dan are going low. Lucas misses everything. Dan clips Robert. And then, what in the hell? Matthew Warhol, he got into me.
He
What?
didn't want you to feel left out.
I was trying not to be in this one, guys. Ah, golly. And full speed. Massive wreck. Carnage everywhere.
Looks like the war always breaks out last caution.
You know, we're all going in the right direction, and I don't think anybody was too hurt. Because pace speed's only 40 miles an hour. But holy cheap shit Batman. What a costly mistake for Logan McNeil. And
I wouldn't put it all on him. I'm not sure if there's really contribute to that.
Bumps from you, eh?
Yeah, well,
Gotta take a
trying to
little
help
fall.
him.
Okay.
Just trying to help him in the restart zone and try to get us both clear of Zach. And
You were pumping him up like you pump up your Nikes.
I get it. What's good for him was good for me, and it turned out to be bad for both of us.
So, 2 goods equal a negative and it's bad? Is that what I'm understanding now? So, was my teaching... What in the hell happened there? Hang on a minute. Did you
Not
see
sure.
this? The 40, for some reason, has missed the pit entrance, I do believe. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh no, there
Oh!
goes Larson. Right in it.
He did it! No way, Jose!
Just like Larson at Homestead.
My goodness. Logan, you caused the wreck and then you caused yourself to miss pit road. That's
Honestly, the truck doesn't look too bad for that after that.
It doesn't, but to be honest, to have those 2 mistakes happen back to back, I guarantee you the guy felt bad. So we'll give you a little bit of a break there. Going forward, though, it does appear that Ross is going to inherit the lead, and then you have Zachary Brandeville in second. Dan Atkins will be third. Kean Fry fourth. Jordan fifth. Robert Keller sixth. Keaton Cox.
That's
Oh,
where I made a
Jordan
mistake.
Pitts. Oh, wait a minute.
That was where I made a mistake. I went down pit road to repair damage. Took my last set. Way too early.
I didn't realize that we were coming to one green there. I was a little late catching the field after that incident.
Apologies. My phone fell down. Sorry. But mistakes happen, huh? They happened on pit road. They happened during pit stops. We're thinking we don't have boxes checked. We're good. We're coming to green. We got time, and we didn't. That changed your all's outcome for sure, didn't it?
If mistakes can be made, you can bet I'm gonna make them.
Oh, I guarantee you that because I'm usually in those mistakes.
I'm usually in yours as well.
We gotta quit being shit magnets to each other, brother. But
Well, if you
we're gonna
just
go
let
back
me cover.
racing here. Ross getting a good jump on Dan. Gives enough room for Zach to drop in line here. Zach's gonna go straight to the bottom, cut Dan's nose off. But Dan, hey man, there's fight still left in that dog, I tell you. He's gonna get right up on Zach, take his corner, get a decent run here, get to the back bumper of the 55, get some clean air, but the 55 is right on the 146. This race is shaping up to be
There.
one hell of a banger.
Comes the 87 looking to the outside of Dan.
Oh,
They've been
aggressive
racing
block.
hard all week.
Aggressive block to the outside by the 55 of Zach. 146 is like, keep doing that, boys. I'm just going to chill up here in front. 87 taking a different line here. All the way to the high side. Might get pinched there by the 58. Does he retaliate at any point there? I don't know.
I would love to be where Ross is at right now, but those are the three trucks I would not want to see in my mirror.
Absolutely not. Regardless if they're red, white, and blue, or they're blue and white, whatever the case is, you see those three names in your relative, and they're still within half a second of you, man, try to run for the hills, get the hell away, all of the above. You just don't want to see them together like that. But, in the same instance, you know they're fast, you know they're going to race each other hard. So does that kind of play into Ross's hand? A little bit. Because you're focused out of the windshield, clean racetrack, running your line. You know these guys are going to race hard, right? They're trying to get to you. They're trying to hold each other back. So, ultimately, it could be a pro to being in the lead with these guys behind you. So, going forward, maybe other guys can take notes. Get out front, make them race their hearts out. Make them burn the shit up. Whatever the case is. Going forward, this could be one hell of a game plan.
Yeah, but you got to be able to get ahead of those three first.
That's the key right there. Getting in front of them. And Lucas, you're one of these guys in the top four here. And I know that you race other people kind of hard. And you give room, you respect all the things, right? But you know, when somebody gets in front of you, it's like, gosh dang it, they shouldn't be there. Like, that's your mentality. Because they should not be in front of you. So, at the end of a race like this, what's your approach?
Ask them.
That's a really good response, but I do understand. I mean, if that's how you like your ice cream, that's how you like your ice cream. But that doesn't mean you have to give me a response.
This races with the kiss method. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yep.
There's in front of me, I'm gonna pass it.
You know what? That answer was so much more colorful. I appreciate it. But being that you're not up here right now, I don't know what to ask you. What's it like running mid-pack? I'm not sure. Where the hell did you fall off to? Let's find you.
Well, so I messed up
Oh, here we go.
when I entered pit road earlier.
Uh-huh.
Ended up not fixing any of my damage. So tried, that damage is severely hindering my truck.
Oh, so the drivability of your truck has just gone to shit, huh?
It drives fine, just there's a lot of drag, so it doesn't have the speed.
Doesn't have the speed. Well, I can tell as you and Chris go around Matt, and Chris is going to get up to your bumper. Now, he's in 10th a lap down. Logan McNeil is in 9th. But I think Logan still has damage from where he missed the big road earlier. And
He does.
I'm going to say he's struggling right now. Because here come the leaders. He's not a lap down yet, but he's about to go a lap down. And that'll open the door for Chris to possibly pick up the spot.
Oh, yeah. At that point in the race, I just letting Chris go. I don't keep holding him back.
Is the race going on in front again?
Dan and Lucas, side by side. Gonna
Oh,
let me
door
go.
check.
Door slam. Why you gonna hit him like that?
In your opinion, go ahead and tell the viewers what you thought you were. Oh, big door check there. That's a 4X. Another one.
They're getting
God
ugly.
damn. This man is unhappy.
This all-
Why are
this
you
all
so
stems
unhappy?
This all stems from the lap earlier where kind of got doored off the corner.
Got-
Looks like Lenny Hamlin and Kyle Larson going at it. That looks like.
I agree. Now, doored off a corner, you say. I'm gonna tap my fucking keyboard and I'm gonna say, hey, Mr. Dan Atkins, special report here. Do you think you got into Lucas?
No, he ran into me.
Oh, shit. You heard it here first. Lucas got into Dan. Oh my gosh. Dan says no contact. Okay, no contact. And then Lucas doors it. The top 4 are that close. I don't know if I would take too kindly to that if I was Mr. Atkins. My gosh.
You know, Ryan, I know these two race each other a lot. They got a lot of respect for each other. 99% of the time, they're gonna race each other as clean as possible. But this is a rivalry.
Well, you got red, white, and blue, red, white, and blue. Patriotic schemes out the ass here. Both beautiful schemes created by both of them, honestly. I mean, they collaborate on one, and Dan makes his own. They both paint on trading paints quite often. But not only are they skilled doing that, they're obviously skilled race car drivers. And they're around each other all the time because they're so talented. So, yeah, why not say it's a quote-unquote rivalry? Dan, for the viewers that don't know, he owns STS Racing as a team, Discord, co-owns the league.
Oh, no,
Oh,
what happened?
Jeffrey Engel.
Right in front of the leaders, Jeffrey. Into the wall. A little bit of damage.
I don't
That
mean...
brings Dan right back to the inside of it. Right back to the bumper of Zach.
I don't mean
Even
to.
more.
I don't mean to.
Oh, they got a touch. They get a touch. No, they get clean on X.
I don't mean to chuckle there, Jordan, but what do we expect, you know? Jeffrey Engel got a little out of shape, got the fence. We already said, oh my God!
Oh, wow.
That made my starfish wink. Thank you very much for doing that on replay. Anyway,
Matthew Wolf tried to give him the room. They were going to pass him 3 wide. There wasn't nothing he could do about it.
not at all. But as we come to the end of this race, you talk about a rivalry and everything I've explained so far. Yeah, I could totally get into that. They're going to be around each other. It's going to be something to follow. There's going to be things that impact the way that they finish. But during the race, I can guarantee you that they're going to be right there, neck and neck, door to door, wheel to wheel. They could even be giving each other the number 1 finger out the window net. You don't know, because you can't see it in our racing. But I guarantee you they thought about it, you know?
Also, to go along with the rivalry, right now Dan and Lucas are 2nd and 3rd in points, only separated by 19 points.
19 points is not very much, brother. You and I
It's
both
not.
know that.
And if they're that close, then they've been racing around each other a lot.
Very
And
consistent.
they're going to race around each other.
Exactly. Before this race ends, because we are coming to a conclusion here, we're on lap 180. 20 laps to go. We're going to go back. Okay. Robert Keller in 5th. Did anybody see this happening? Anybody?
No, I didn't, but like we've talked about earlier, Robert Keller, not the fastest, definitely one of the best at staying out of trouble, mostly because of just where he runs on the track. He doesn't make mistakes because he doesn't force any issues. He stays consistent. He may not be setting records, but he's going to run the same lap time from lap 1 to lap 50.
Yep.
Uh,
He
couple
ain't
that.
he ain't blazing the trail, but he's certainly throwing some ice down on it to cool it off a little bit. You know,
Oh, yeah.
let him get through there.
The mistakes of some of the top runners tonight, some of the wrecks taking out some of the other heavy hitters. On paper, I wouldn't put Rob down to finish in 5th place or be running in 5th place. But
Yep.
with the way the race is going, I can totally see it.
Now to the next spot, Ian Fry, as we watch him, Jeffrey Engel, and Jeff gets back into the wall. I tell you, I've heard of tree huggers, but have you ever heard of a wall hugger? I mean, Jeff
They
is.
did it again.
Jeff he's wall hugging the hell out of Rockingham. He must love this track to death. I don't know.
We may need to call Jeff later, make sure he's doing okay. Might have knocked something loose.
Oh, again in the background. My God. Ian Fry running in 6th position behind Robert Keller. What do you guys have to say about him and his performance tonight?
The very keen light performance. Haven't really seen him make a lot of mistakes, so he's definitely fixed that in his racecraft. And he's got the speed to run around the top 5, top 10. So
Yep,
not a surprise that he's right there.
I understand. He's very keen on not making too many mistakes, which is very key in life. There you go. All right. Keaton Cox, last week's winner, right in 7th place. Chris is a lap down, so this is not for position coming down to the end of the race. But Keaton got a couple of wrecks early, salvaged everything he could, including fitting and getting tires early for a top 10 after winning last week. Such a big advantage going forward.
Oh yeah. One win in this series, and it jumps you up 7 spots. So this top 10 going along.
Absolutely, and I'm going to try and keep things a little shorter as we go. These guys are laps down. Doesn't really matter. Oh, now we're at the 8th place guy, Jordan Martin. I'll go ahead and speak on this. Fast truck early on. Raced hard, raced clean. But in the end, some mistakes of his own cost him a better finish than I think what the man deserved. Granted, it's a long race, 200 laps, debris falling on the track. That should have been a caution per NASCAR. And Jeffrey Engel into the fence again. He just broke his truck completely there. I didn't think we would catch that on camera, but holy shit, that thing is just in smithereens at this point. The right front doesn't even exist. Anyway.
When I saw that, I was really thinking about reaching for that button.
Oh, you should have, because I'd have gotten a lap back. But,
and I would have stayed on the lead lap.
yeah, well, I sped earlier. We're not going to talk about that into, a whole lot of
try
detail.
I try not to bring what's best for me into my decisions when the yellow needs to be thrown and iRacing doesn't do it.
I understand. But, being that we've gotten through the guys on the lead lap, so Chris Roberge is 9th. Logan McNeil is now 10th. And he is racing Brian W.D. for 10th spot. But I don't think Ryan has enough time to get there because laps are just winding down. But Ross doing a whale of a job up front, leading this race when it counts, and the man is just uber consistent. I mean, at this point in the race, you're like, he wrecked, he's been in the fence, he had some wheel damage earlier, he burned up his tires in another run, but Ross is smart. I mean, evident by where he's going to finish if this thing stays green. He's up front leading the race. Any good racer over the longevity of the entirety of the event is going to learn what to do and what not to do. And to me, it seems like the 146 is done.
And the fact that he's been leading since the restart over the top 3 drivers in the series so far and put a gap on them. That's very impressive.
And here he is putting you a lap down. And to be honest, having the top 8 a lap down at Rockingham, would you have ever thought that would be a thing?
That depends on how many cars you're talking But now that he's done it and doing it, I can definitely see it.
Let's ride along with Zach here for a little bit and just see what he's trying to do when trying to catch Ross on this long run. Let's listen in for a minute. Right there. That's where the silence breaks. He got into the fence a little bit, got a little squirrely off of 2, and in my opinion, listening to the RPMs, he's overcooked the tires so much, he just could not stand the throttle hard enough. But this is the end of the race, my friends. Ross coming away with the win. at Rockingham. Your top 3 winds up being Ross Campoli, Zach Brandevold, Lucas Edwards to finish out the top 5. Dan Atkins. And then Robert Keller. Sixth is Kean Fry. 7th was Keaton Cox. 8th, Jordan Martin. 9th, Chris Roberge. 10th, Logan McNeil. 11th, Ryan W.D. And looky here, we got teammates of KBR Motorsports burning it down for the fans.
I do believe they went back to back, too.
You know, Keaton winning last week, and then Ross winning this week. Oh, and they touched. They wrecked during burnouts. That's hilarious. Let's go back and watch Ross a little bit here. I caught a little too much of Keaton. But Ross and Keaton, or I said Keaton, didn't I? Oh my God, sorry. Ross and Keaton going back to back. I tell you what, they joined us late last season. That doesn't mean shit. They have figured something out in the trucks. They're fast every week. They're contending for wins, obviously. So what does the rest of the league have to do? What do we do from this point forward with these two guys? Lucas?
You know, I guess it's just there's another 2 cars that we might be adding up to the top 3 for, the better drivers in this league. If they keep on running this way this season, might be throwing them right up there with Dan, Zach, and I. We seem to be showing it with 2 wins already, with the both of them.
You could definitely make the case for these 2 being in the top 3. I do agree with that sentiment. I think I'll close with this, okay? So, you've got Jeffrey Engel having problems, and they continue throughout the race, and I hate that for Jeffrey. Rockingham's a tough place. Hopefully he can kind of right his ship going forward, right? You got Ryan WD, same thing. Average running position up front, not the finishes that he wants. We'll see if the future says something a little different for him. Blaine Curry, obviously, up front consistently, but for whatever reason, can't finish the damn races. And then you've got the perennial front runners. Dan Atkins, Zach Brandevold, Lucas Edwards. Now, Ross and Keaton. Those 5 guys definitely make their presence known. That they're there to compete for a championship. Kean and Matthew Stern are in the top 10 most of the time. They are also not backing down from the challenge. Boys and girls, you got Robert Keller coming out of nowhere to finish 5th here. This season is wide open. You just don't know what's going to happen. You really don't. So, keep in touch with us. Follow us on Facebook. And maybe join us on a Monday and race with us. Who knows? You could enjoy that. You might have a lot of fun. I'll close with this. Be cool. Be safe. And don't ever put your hands where you would not put your face. Good night, everybody.